Lower RC, and I built this SCX24 Gravedigger the other day. Very simple build, pretty inexpensive, not real expensive, but literally takes like an hour to do this. Not hard at all. So I'm going to write it in the video as I'm talking, and I'll list all these parts you're going to need to do this. First thing you're going to need is, if you want a wheelbase that's the same as the model this came off of, you're going to need to get some links. And you don't have to get some links. You might be able to shave down the existing links, but you're going to want to start with a deadbolt. If you don't care, if you want the wheelbase to be a little bit longer, a C10 or a Jeep will work just fine, and you won't have to do anything to the links or the drive shafts. It's just going to have a longer wheelbase and it won't look as cool, and that'll save you a lot of time too. All you have to do is just mount the body. But if you want to make it look like this is what I did. Is I started with a deadbolt. This is a Monster Jam 24th or 25th scale. It's a car you get from Walmart. They have a lot to choose from. They've got a lot of them, but they have the plastic, which are hard bodies, and then they have the die cast. Die cast are cool, but they're a little bit shorter, not much, a little bit shorter and not quite as wide, and they're going to be heavy. They're going to give you top weight, and this doesn't have much at all. So, and they're more expensive. So, but Walmart's the place to get this part of your body. Now, if you are going to do the links and make it shorter, the links, well, first of all, if you use a deadbolt, you don't have to do nothing to the front, which makes it easy. That's why I use a deadbolt. If you're gonna do the conversion, these two links, your lower links, are actually perfect off of a C10 or the Jeep front links. These are 50 millimeters, which are the same as the C10, so you don't have to do any modifications to these links. A lot of times when you buy these, actually every time you buy one of these trucks, they give you spare links, so I suggest keeping them, and you might already have them. The upper links, all I did was cut them off, and they are 45 millimeters. You have to cut 5 millimeters or make them 45, and I just drilled a hole. Maybe you can see it right there. I drilled a hole through the link and had to cut it, and they hold up fine like that. So that's an easy way. Your drive shaft, you will have to cut some off your drive shaft, and I'll give you the exact length of that when I post this. But there's two sides to the drive shaft, the male and the female. You don't want to cut all of the length off of one side. You want to cut half off of one, half off of the other, because even though it's hollow, the threaded part doesn't go all the way up. It only goes, maybe 10-15 millimeters up. So you don't want to cut all of it off one side. So a little bit off each side on the drive shaft, and that takes care of the links. It's that simple. Now I have mine velcroed on because I'm impatient. I wanted to play with it yesterday, but I'm going to be putting magnets on here. So the first thing, after you get the links done, that's first, do the links, drive shaft, and you want to move the shocks. You want to move from the stock position here, something to point with, from the stock position just down to the frame rail. Right there. Same in the back. From here down to there. And that'll give you a little bit of lift. And that's all you have to do for the shocks. Very simple. You want to take off your body mount for the back is usually like right here. You just take that off and save it. And you're going to be remounting it. This is the back part of the battery tray. And all I did was drill 2 holes and mounted that mount up on the battery tray. And when you put the battery in, it helps hold the front down. Right there. It doesn't really need to be held down, but it helps hold it in place. So that's easy. Just 2 screws. Move your body mount up to here. Cut your frame rails just behind the shock. That's where I cut mine. And that's it for the back. For the front, take your front bumper off. Cut your frame rails. You won't be reusing the front bumper. Cut your frame rails just in front of the mount here. And what I did was I took the stock body mounts here and I just shaved a little piece off the top. And I'm going to put something across here and put a couple magnets eventually. I just stuck some Velcro on here. And I stuck some Velcro on here just so that I could play with it. But that's it. I've already put the Emax servo in this. Now I was running this yesterday with the stock servo and stock motor. It did fine. The steering servo is a little weak. The motor's a little weak moving these big tires because they do have a little weight to them. But so I upgraded that today. I was bored. And that works a lot better now. And I think I'm going to put like a 66 turn, something with a little bit more torque on here. But I do recommend, if you guys are going to be modifying these trucks, get one of these, MIP 0.05. I've tried any kind of wrench you can name, any kind of Allen wrench. They will strip these screws. I don't care who you are. The MIPs are awesome. Never stripped a screw. First truck I modified I did with an Allen wrench. Took me forever. Stripped every screw on it. This thing, it just makes life so much easier. This will even pull out strip screws. So you gotta have one of these if you're gonna be wrenching on these little trucks. And other than that, all you need is a Dremel or a little saw. Do a little bit of cutting, a couple drill bits, utility knife, do some trimming. And the one thing about these wheels, I haven't told you where I got the wheels, but is they're real deep. And your regular little 4-way will not get down in there. So you have to have a 4mm nut driver to get your wheels on and off. Now the wheels. These wheels are, you can buy them on eBay or you can 3D print them yourself, but these are 3D printed wheels. And they are for the AMT 1/25th scale monster truck model. And the tires, these tires come off of the 1/25th scale monster truck model. They have a few different models. I think I got the USA one. But if these tires, if you buy them individually, not buying the model, just buy the tires, are like $55. You can buy the whole model for like $30, $35. Same tires, and they fit right on these 3D printed wheels. If you don't have a 3D printer and you want to buy these, just look up 1/24 scale monster truck wheel for AMT tires, and it'll come right up on eBay. They're $30 for these rims. These just pop right on the rims. You put them on, done. Simple. So this whole thing will take you an hour, and the way I built this one, you're going to spend $232 to build this. It's fast, it's easy, and from this point you can do whatever you want. You can put metal everywhere if you want, put weight down low. Now this thing's got a little weight to it because these tires and wheels are heavy, so a lot of your weight's down low. You can modify the shocks if you want, but this is what I did just to get it built. And I'm going to be putting rear wheel steering on it. I got the axle ordered, and I'll make a video when I get all that done. But I'm going to be modifying this thing, but to get you up and running, that's what it is. Now just to put your body on, just line up, or let me show you. Okay, now as far as this came off of the model. Didn't have to do much modifying. If you look right in here, you'll see what I shaved off. I just shaved it off like this. It was a piece that come across here. I just shaved it like that. And that was the only modifying I had to do. Nope, I'm lying. There was a couple clips here in the front I had to shave off. But 2 clips here, a little bit here and here, and it fits right on. These line up perfect. If you put your body mount where I said, right here, and just turn these body mounts in the front so that they're facing each other, they will line up perfectly right here and right there. And to put it on, you just line up the rear one, and which gives you access. You can fold it back to get to your battery, get to your electronics, and then just bring the front one up. Now when you fasten the front, make sure you get it on straight. That way when your wheels turn, they don't rub. See, if you put it on straight, they won't rub. It's close, but they won't rub. So when you fasten the front, just make sure you get it centered. Now on the bottom, it's a little bit wider. I mean, you could even put some Velcro if you want. It's not really that much pressure. Doesn't really matter, but looks wise, if you wanted, you could put something to tighten that bottom up. But that's it. Can't think of anything I missed. If you have any questions, just comment and I'll answer them for you. $232, and stay steady at it about an hour. Oh, if you got any of these little stickers that you get when you buy parts, this is a good place to put them, because the original Gravedigger has all of his sponsor stickers and stuff in this area. So if you have a bunch of these little stickers you're not using, that'd be a good place to put them. And this is all green when you get it. So I painted the shocks black, painted the pipes silver chrome, just to make it look a little bit more real. But other than that, that's it. Like I said, any questions, just let me know. Thanks for watching.